Packers fans, we're going to have a little chit chat because what's going on right now in Green Bay is pretty bad. Now, for the last 20 plus years, we have obviously been spoiled rotten little cheeseheads with winning seasons by both Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, there have been a couple of hiccups here and there, and they've won a couple of Super Bowls. But there's also been times where we were dominant in the season, and of course, we came short of, well, the Super Bowl by losing in the NFC game. I'm looking at you, 2020 Buccaneers. But we knew that this season coming in was going to be a learning experience for Jordan Love and the Packers. But I didn't think we were going to be this bad because our defense has been horrible. Our offense has been horrible. Now, I'm going to start with the play calling of the situation. Our play calling has been horrendous. I truly don't know who is calling the plays, Matt LaFleur or LaFleur, because they have just been downright horrible. Now, I just got done watching the Vikings game that was today, and I noticed that we were, I believe, at the 10-yard line of our own goal line. It was 3rd and 5, and if we had reached the 5-yard line, we would get a fresh set of downs. Now, instead of going for that first down to get that fresh set of downs, we went for the end zone twice. So we had a 3rd and 5 and then a 4th and 5. And instead of getting that first down, we went for the end zone twice. We didn't even get like a 3rd and 2 or a 4th and 2 to make it manageable. No, we had to go for the end zone. I thought that was a ridiculous play call. I thought it was a horrendous play calling because with that fresh set of downs, that could have given the offense even more momentum than what they needed. But they didn't. They fell short. They came out with a whopping fat 0 points. But our running game as well. Where's our running game? Because last time I saw it was against the Bears during week 1. Now, we dominated the Bears. But again, it's the Bears. It's to be expected. We ran the ball right through them. And I'm pretty sure we ran the ball too much because I'm pretty sure our running backs ran straight to the hills and ran away because they have been nowhere to be seen. I don't know where AJ Dillon is. I don't know where Aaron Jones is. Hell, I don't even know where I am. It's getting ridiculous here. And obviously there's also some parts of our offensive line too is a huge issue because without the O-line, you can't run the ball. So it's kind of like a hand-in-hand situation there. And I have a bone to pick with Dave Bakhtiari because he has been out for I don't know how many games. I think I lost track of 5 games he's been out for because I can't count that high. I think I can only count to 10. But he's currently living off of his reputation of what he was and not what he is. And yes, he's an amazing left tackle. But at the same time, he's been so unhealthy and injury prone, and yes, he can't help that, obviously, but there comes a point in time where it's like, okay, we need to trade him and get, value from him and maybe start over on that offensive line position, or just, I don't know, cut him. I really don't know what to do with him because I think he's going to request a trade at the end of this year, or he's going to be traded, one of the two, because we can't keep not having an offensive lineman. It's like me not having cheese daily. That's just unheard of, But it's also not just the offensive line. It's also the defense portion too. And without the defense, I love defense. Defense is my favorite side of the ball. But I'm sorry. I know this is going to sound like a broken record from everybody. Joe Barry has got to go because our defense plays great against bad teams, but horrible against good teams, when we need to play great against all teams. And I don't know the Vikings game that just happened. I don't know, but there was absolutely no pass coverage whatsoever. Everyone on the Vikings receiving core was getting wide open passes. I have no idea where they were. And yes, our defense did step up in the 4th and late 3rd of quarter of the Vikings game, but our offense failed to produce on those turnovers and takeaways. And our defense does step up when need to, sometimes, but our offense needs to step up all the time because we can't keep losing these games we can keep losing these games, and we will keep losing these games. I don't think there's going to be a change necessarily at all this year with like how plays are getting called or how the rotation at all. And I understand there's going to be learning experiences. There's always going to be learning experiences. I believe Jordan Love is the Green Bay Packers' future. And he still does look uncomfortable in the pocket at times, but that is also due to, not having a great O-line. And he does hold on to the ball sometimes a little too much, causing sacks, unwanted sacks too. But I believe that Jordan Love will be our quarterback for the next 10 years. I do, unless something drastic happens, or he stays this inconsistent, or he just is bad. I don't know. But as a diehard Packers fan, I have faith. I know that that's something that other teams were like, oh, you guys are spoiled rotten brats. You guys blah, blah, blah. You know what? That's fine. But I have faith that Jordan Love will bring us a Super Bowl. Maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. I highly doubt 5 years. Like, come on, let's be real here. But hopefully in 10 years, he will bring us a Super Bowl. Heck, maybe even 2. Highly unlikely. I will do a backflip if he brings us more than 2. Like, more than 1, excuse me. But we, as Packers fans, have just been spoiled. And people want results now. I think Packers fans are hungry. And they're hungry for a Super Bowl. We were literally called Title Town with 4 Super Bowls. That is kind of sad, but I think that if we, as Packers fans, give Jordan Love the love that he needs, the support from us, the confidence will go up with him. He will be a top 10 quarterback, I hope. I think he has the potential to be another great. And I have heard someone say, oh, don't expect 3 back-to-back, Hall of Fame quarterbacks. And I'm not saying Jordan Love is going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback by any means. I'm saying that he will be a great quarterback that will get us the Super Bowl. He doesn't have to be Hall of Famer. He just has to get the job done. But I think everyone in that green and gold deserves a Super Bowl.